I want to respond to this question in the next couple classes, how it is that we're different. You know, if you were to stand here from this perspective and look around the room, you see just an immense number of differences, features, shapes, sizes, all sorts of random features, and yet at the same time, some features sort of group together. And so some people of certain ancestry groups or certain geographic regions of the world tend to share features that are more similar than they do with people of other geographic regions. So I want to talk about that and how it is that we got to this place and focus on features. And one of the things I want to do in today's class and next week on Tuesday is really get you to start to zero in on bodily features of people, the characteristics, right? Because we sort of grow up in this atmosphere where, in many ways, especially white people, if you're white, you're taught, and people of color, you need to, there's one thing you need to understand about white people, you need to understand this. We've been taught in subtle ways and not so subtle ways to not notice race. Not talk about race, not pay attention to race, and not even notice. That's why it is, or how it is, that a person sometimes can say, you will hear someone say, I don't see color. Oh, I didn't even notice that you were black or brown or whatever. It's like, dude, I didn't even notice that you were Asian in some way. Oh, I didn't even see that. You're just my friend. And so you think, oh my God, that's so crazy. But the issue is that we're really taught to not see it. Because if you see color, if you pay attention to it, if you notice it, anything about this guy right here, whether it's his black hair, his brown skin, whatever it is, then that's an indication that we're seeing race, and that is an indication that we are racist. And so if you don't see it, if you don't pay attention to it, you don't talk about it, that means then that you're not racist. And so that's how that we get to this place, right? And so we're also taught not to pay attention. Like really, and I don't mean taught. These aren't overt lessons, but we really learn this thing about not really paying attention. And so it becomes this thing that if you say something, maybe you say the wrong thing, and maybe, oh my God, you get called out and that's a problem and it's racist. And so last class when the two of you, and I'm like, hey, are you sisters? And it's like, oh my God, this guy, he said the wrong thing. It's like, no, I didn't. Like, who cares? You know what I mean? It's like, if I said the same thing to two white women from some sorority sitting in the back who dress alike and look alike, and you know how it is, right? Like, white sorority. Dude, it's a stereotype, I know, and yet at the same time, I've been in a room with 600 white women who are all in sororities, and I swear it's like the same person. And so, and that's not a diss to you all, right? Those of you who are in sororities, but you go places, you tend to dress alike, we wear our hair the same way. I mean, we follow other people. So if I had picked out two white women who were sitting next to each other, like you two, and say, hey, are you sisters? No one would say anything about it. It would just be this thing. But, oh my God, but he said that about black people. And it's like, oh, what's that mean about him? Oh, is he just a white guy who thinks all black people look alike? Or what is that? And it's like, so we're always treading on ground. And I know that, so for me, I thrive on awkward moments because I am a mildly sociopathic, meaning that I don't really follow other people's rules. And that's the first thing. And second thing, I'm so comfortable talking about these issues that it just doesn't matter to me. So where other people would back away and think, oh my gosh, I can't talk about it, I can't do it, then I don't do that. And I used to do it. And when I was the age of most of you, I didn't want to be seen as that guy. But after a while, when you get so accustomed to different things and talking about things so one of the things that it's just easy, you get accustomed to it, that I sometimes don't finish my sentence because my mind is spinning faster than my lips. That you get accustomed to talking about it, such that it's comfortable and you can begin to ask the questions. And not only ask the questions, but ask them in a way that can really elicit some kind of response, and a thoughtful response, or that you really have a kind of a deep curiosity, and like just so one big part of this class is to get us comfortable talking about the issues. And a lot of that, some of that anyway, is me modeling, but some of that is you modeling. I'm going to bring people up here and just have you talk and have conversations and engage, okay? Now, this is not just white people, people of color as well. We're all, like, we get stuck in these boxes. And so I'm going to get everyone out of certain boxes, okay? Are we cool? Of course we're cool. It's good. All right, so, well, I don't know if I'm going to get us out of boxes, but I see that as my job, so we can go from there. So that's what we're going to talk about. I really love features. I travel a lot. I pay attention a lot. I study features. I have friends who are really, really into looking at features. Noses, eyes, lips, ears. I'm always just fascinated by the different ways that human bodies come together and they group together. And so we're gonna talk about that because it just doesn't matter. It is what it is. It just doesn't matter. And so to me, and it really ultimately doesn't matter because we're all gonna die. And our bodies are going to rot and decompose. And it's just that we are what we are. You know what I mean, dude? Right? We are what we are. My nose is what my nose is. My eyes are what my eyes are. It just is.